Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. I'm pretty sure you can hear me. We are here. We are back. Thank you very much to those loyal people that are joining me and help me enjoy my holidays and my break from work. Being in the educator in Australia, we have the biggest luxury on the working planet. We get the paid holiday the students get. And if you don't know what the holidays are like in Australia for education, go and look them up, and then you'll see why I'm in such a good, relaxed mood during these periods of time. Back on the dual platform, football wide, priority, worldwide, secondary. I can see where everybody's tuning in. Thank you very much. Noticing a large crowd on Twitter, and I never used to get a crowd on Twitter. So might have to look to that a little bit more. If you are Twitter, thank you. Leave a comment as well. I really appreciate it. My phone's not good. Let me do a little bit of a disconnect and come in, and then let me know, okay? Because I might be able to fix it quickly. That should be a bit better, bro. At least the clarity-wise should be a little bit better, man. Let me know, and let's get it started because there's 42 people here right now, and my friend Mattia will come in. But I don't want to delay it too much. I've already delayed it a little bit. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, another crazy night. All eyes are sort of on the Premier League at the moment. But I think there are good things to cover the major leagues again. So once again, if you are subscribed on the Worldwide YouTube, you are tuned in, come across to Football Worldwide, subscribe and join us while we do dual streams for now, and we get a few more subscribers coming in. But first and foremost, what I wanted to discuss, what fucking disaster and oh my days. So just to answer this question, because I've sort of made peace with it on camera now, I've been a Manchester United fan for roughly 25 to 26 years as well. I received a jersey as a gift when I was too young to know what a football club was, and it was an easy slot in when I found out what soccer was, and we called it here. I definitely called it that as a kid. It was an easy insurgent winning club. So yeah. Support both, man. Support both. The Inter-fan thing runs my heart and my blood. The Man United fan thing, although I consider myself a pretty serious fan, there are different levels to it, 100%. So, Coventry are 8th place in the championship. Coming into this game, they are 4 games without a win. 4 games with a win. 3 of those might be losses. And hold me to that last. 3 of those might be losses. But what the actual fuck went on today, this morning, whenever? Kickoff, 12:30 a.m. for me. So I was struggling to stay awake for it. But then Sauce, McMahon, Scott McTominay, always there. And believe me, he'll be there at Manchester United for years to come. A player doesn't have the technical or anywhere near the ability to be at the club, but definitely got something. He's got an X factor. He's got something that makes him a little different, I think. And I'm just gonna look up a few stats. Something. Yeah, how many goals has he got this season? Bruv, this guy's got 10 goals across all competitions. This guy's got 10 goals in all competitions. He's a fucking badass. He's absolute badass save season. Yeah, 100%. Mattia, well said. And today was another example of Manchester United just being mentally broken. A bunch of criminals stealing up in the final. It was disaster zone. McNuggets goes up. Maguire, McSquared, McTominay, Maguire squared, go 2-0 with a header off his massive ass concrete head. 2-0, and that's when I'm going to go on the couch. Why not? Should done. Even though I know it's not done with this United side this season. Should be done. 3-0 to Bruno Fernandes. A Marcus Rashford miss kick as well. A miss kick. 3-0, undeserved 3 goals. And then the disaster starts. then the breakdown starts. And the thing is that it started when Eric Ten Hag, who you can't really blame, although fundamentally you blame for everything as a whole, he takes out Kobe Mino. We'll talk about him towards the end. Don't worry, Eva. Kobe Mino, he comes off, and the whole system just breaks down. The whole system just breaks down and crashes. Oh, I've got an echo. Really that bad? If it's really that bad, I'll have to I'll disconnect the microphone and use something else. If it's really that bad, let me know. No, it keeps going on, or it might be for you, Mattia. But you're the second one to say that it's really. So come back, Mattia, up here. If we get another one, let me. And then the disaster starts when you bring off the 17-year-old or however old he is. All right, cool. 1 sec. All right, how's this? It should be clear now. You probably won't get the same amount of volume, but you won't get any echo, and it should be very clear. I'll just wait for someone to let me know because I don't want to repeat myself. It's not that entertaining talking about Manchester United. Still echoing. Nah, now good? All right, cool. All right, cool. Now good or not good? How close is W to T on the keyboard? Nah, Mattia's got slick fingers. He wouldn't slip up with 3 letters apart. No way. I'm going to go with now good. All right. So the disaster class starts when you bring on the teenager who isn't old enough to buy liquor yet. And then all of a sudden, Man United get sloppy on the ball. They forget how to make 12-meter passes. And there's nothing left. And the thing is, it's not like this dude, the dude I'm talking about is Eric Ten Hag. It's not like he brought in scrubs. It's not like he brought in nobody. The guy subbed in an $80 million Anthony and Christian Eriksen. Inter fans know how much we appreciate and love Christian Eriksen. The fact that they couldn't drag this game out and conceded to 3-2 around about the 76-minute mark, you knew the capitulation was coming. Inter apparently is in the market for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I'm telling you right now, if getting rid of Denzel Dumfries means replacing him with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Inter need to hang on to Denzel Dumfries for dear life. Because I've seen Aaron Wan-Bissaka give away 2 fundamental penalties in the last 3 or 4 kicks. Unfucking believable. How you doing, Amy? It's very good to see you. Working early tomorrow morning as already 2 a.m. Oh, bro, shame. Shame of a club. Thanks for being a channel member as always. Shame of a club. The penalty is given. 3-3. And you just know that no matter what happens now, it's a hollow victory. It's a failure of a day. Conceding 3 goals is bad enough. Conceding 3 goals when you are already 3-0 up as Manchester United is worse. To do it to Coventry is worse. In a semi-final is worse. In the space of about 29 minutes is worse. They've snaked a spot in the final because it goes to penalties only after Coventry seal the winner, celebrate, everyone cries, they walk it back to halfway, and this is where VAR kills football. Myself and my uncle went to a game in Australia a few nights ago. Not entertaining. It's called what's called a Sydney derby. I'm ashamed to say that. Don't even look it up. I'm not even going to tell you the crowd and whatnot. We don't do things very well here. Bro, Eva, if I showed you my closet, there's stuff in there that you would never, ever believe. And for these streams, I'm going to keep busting out randoms. You watch how deep this rabbit hole of jerseys can go. You have no clue. So we go to this game, and one of the teams scores a goal. And this is a southwest suburban ground. So the technology is already poor. It takes them so long to figure out this offside call. I'm watching the players stand at halfway. I'm only about 30 meters from the pitch as well, sitting up in the seats. Like, come on. It takes the passion. It takes everything out. And as a Manchester United fan, watching those Coventry fans celebrate, Coventry players celebrate, go all the back way to halfway on the last kick of the game for the ref to blow offside and then blow penalty shootout. That's the most deflating anti-football shit on the planet. It's a disgrace, bro. It's actually fucking disgusting. It's not good. I don't like it. I can't celebrate it. You really think I was passionate and celebrating when they said the goal was VAR offside? I sat there, slumped at whatever time it was. It must have been at least 3:15 a.m. by then. 3:15 a.m. by then. Slumped just going, I cannot believe it's come to this. I cannot believe it's come to this. We've got half a century here today. We got the 53 people who are with us right now. A lot of them coming through Twitter, a few on YouTube as well. Thank you very, very much. Comment if you're new. Really appreciate it. And then it goes to penalties. And I don't even actually need to talk about big up, mate. Ellis seems better than I. Big up yourself, Minerals, man. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate it always. And then it goes to penalties. Of course, Coventry, we're going to miss a couple. Onana saves a couple of softies, a couple of givens. Got a glitch on that picture. I'm not too sure why. And that was probably the one where they're not celebrating behind him. Bro. Rasmus Højlund scores this penalty, yeah? And he looks behind him and no one's run after him. It's a real reflection of the mentality and how you feel, and they feel that they don't deserve it. And who commented up here about City? Oh, bro, Balkan. So this is what I told my mate. I'm like, bro, get your $5 bets, get your $4 bets, get your low bets, and start gearing them towards ridiculously high score lines. City 6-1, 6-0, 7-0, 5-0, 5-1. I don't care that this is the cup final. I've seen Man City pump us by 3 goals and a half. It's going to be absolutely awful. They've snaked a spot in the final that Coventry deserve. Erik ten Hag hangs on to his job by the another skin of his teeth. The Manchester United season should have been over today. Should have been completely over today. But it has to be delayed for another inevitable shanking. It's like you've been dipped in the street. You're crawling away. You got stab wounds, and someone's just walking behind you. It's a horror movie, bro. It's a late night horror movie that doesn't need to be dragged out 2 hours. It should have ended in the first 30 minutes, but it's been dragged out if 30 minutes is the context of the season. Now the countdown begins to the final, a final against a Manchester City side who has been eliminated from the Champions League and knows that it's just a formality for them to win the Premier League and win the FA Cup. They just have to do it. Matia's coming with a comment. Haven't read it yet, but I bet it's good. Anthony turning to Coventry players and cupping his ears. Yeah, bro, it's so bad. It's so bad. I saw him doing it. I'm like, bro, what standard do you hold your 80 million euro self at? Is the entire Coventry wage bill worth his transfer fee? Here we go. Coventry wage list. I guarantee you, maybe not. Wait, nah, it's realistic. Their weekly payroll. No. Oh. All right. Let's share screen. This is gonna be embarrassing. Ads galore. So if you can see the screen here, you will see that the weekly payroll costs just under 200 bags a week for Coventry. So players like Marcus Rashford are getting almost double that. Nah, not almost double, but a fair bit more. Their annual payroll is just under 10 million euros. Just under 10 million euros. And this is the reality of the situation. You've got you've got an 80 million euro player cupping the annual payroll of 9.9 million after winning on penalty shootout and being 3-0 up. Just call them Shameless United going forward. It's the only way to justify the situation. Shameless United. My God. Sorry, I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words when you think about it that way. When you actually think about it that way. 62 people with us right now. Very, very good. Like the video, subscribe if you are new to the YouTube platforms. And that's that. Man United, Man City in the final. Let's move on to the Premier League. Forgive my copy and paste job. It's a bit bodgy, but I'm sure everybody can still see it. Last week, we spoke about the bottle job that was consisting of Arsenal and Liverpool. They both held their nerve this week, which I think we all thought that they would. But moving forward, it's still going to be extremely difficult for them to hold on. So let's take a look at the ladder before anything, and then we'll look at the fixtures coming up. I was actually more invested in the in the relegation games and relegation battle in most leagues at the moment, because it's really, really enjoyable. Everton beat Nottingham Forest by 2-0, and that was really important for them. Really important for them. That moves them from 27 to 30 points. Obviously, nowhere near guaranteed safety yet, but you can start really enjoying things like a 6 to 7 to 8 point buffer zone, I reckon, in the bottom halves of the league to reach your goals. Obviously, like you need 1 point is always worth 3. Fucking funny, this guy, bro. Honestly, heard it. It's like Matia's like that mate at school that pats you on the back, like one of your best mates that like pats you on the back, but his pure intention is just to be a funny bloke and across you the neck or across the head just for a laugh. Like, hey, go, guys, like that. Like the video, everyone. Always with the best takes. He's being a Man U fan shows that nobody is perfect. Love it. Absolutely love it. Forest, on the other hand, it's going to be very tough. It's going to be very tough. Like, these teams do not belong in the Premier League. Forest at the moment, Luton, Burnley, Sheffield. Brentford really made sure of their survival with their performance on the weekend. I was surprised how guns blazing they came out against Luton. They absolutely buried them. It was a joy to watch them play. They really looked like they enjoyed themselves. Those 3 points should be enough. You can probably pocket 15th spot. Not 15th, sorry. You can pocket the fact that you can't go down a division. Dropping 10 points at this stage of the season would not be possible because these teams don't collect that many points altogether. So congratulations to Brentford, staying up another season. Well done. They only came up 2 seasons ago, so this was their 3rd season, 4th season, actually. Let's just cross-reference that. I don't want to be incorrect when I've got the chance to put in 20 seconds of research and educate. Back to the Premier League. 15, 16 this season. Oh, no. It wasn't that fucking long ago. Relax. Yeah, didn't think so. About 4 campaigns. So they're safe. Well done to them. It's a slug between Nottingham Forest and Luton and Burnley. It really is. Everton should be safe. Let's have a look at some of the fixtures for each of the clubs, and then we'll have a look. We'll go Everton fixtures. Thanks for bearing with me. Actually, the Wi-Fi has been a lot better in my area lately. They're really up to quality, which is nice. I think a fair few people complained recently. But hey, if it benefits us, it benefits us. Liverpool, Brentford, who now should be a little bit more relaxed. So we'll go 0 points against Liverpool, who are fighting for a title. I know Everton will give everything in that game, and who knows, bro? Who knows? It really might be something where the Merseyside derby does a madness and Liverpool's season over. It would be poetic, wouldn't it? Because their first real bung knee in the season came at the hands of Manchester United, crippling them by eliminating them from the FA Cup and then making them drop points in the Premier League. And then you've got Everton coming up. It would be poetic. They'll beat Brentford. That is a game 0.5. Oh my God. Like holy shit. This is awesome. Luton and Sheffield. Yo, Everton have got probably the teams you don't want to play against the most. They've still got 6 pointers. What an uphill battle for Everton to still climb. Obviously, knowing the fact that a draw, a double-edged sword, will get them over the line. But because who's Luton Town left? Wolves, possible for them to get a point because Wolves are safe. West Ham also don't have much to play. And Fulham, Luton are nowhere near out of this. If they can regroup properly, they are nowhere near out of this. Sheffield United, I know they're still in it, but nah, it's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. So don't worry about that game. They should beat Sheffield United. But it's still not going to be easy, especially if Sheffield can do something in the next, like some sort of upset. Newcastle, no. Oh, there, bro. Bro, there's your upset right there. There's your upset right there. That's crazy. There's your upset right there. That's nuts. That's going to be big. What are they paying? It's big. All right, get your money and put it on a Sheffield United draw in this game. I was also hoping that Man City wouldn't win the title. Even as a United fan, man. Even as a United fan. Two bottlers. We got 70 up with us right now, which is really, really good. Like the video, subscribe if you are new. Let us know if you are new. And yeah, there's your upset for Sheffield United. Burnley are the last team we need to look at for a second. They were playing. No, they weren't playing Luton Town. Fuck. There you go. There's your points for Burnley as well. Everybody gets some points against Man United. They'll drop them against Newcastle. They'll drop them to Spurs. Burnley's going to have a tough run here, man. Burnley just might be the pick to join Sheffield after all. They're the ones that need the points more than anybody else. They're the ones that even on goal difference aren't going to survive by equaling the amount of points as Nottingham Forest. So they're realistically, they're still 2 games out of the top 4. Out of the relegation zone. They're 2 games out with 4 games left. Burnley's hopes of survival are slim to none. But with absolutely everything on the line, Luton, what's up, Rosemary? Lovely to see you as well. Hope you're very, very well and enjoying the day. With Luton and Burnley and everything to play for, I swear to God, that bro, there's money to be made by gearing against Manchester United. There really is. It really is. So the relegation battle has been good. Nah. Hey, something special. I'm going to call. We've got to link up this week. This week is the week for it. So hang tight, Bello. We'll come through. Actually, write down, if you're out, just type, if you've been following the Premier League, who do you think is going to win the league? I know you and I are just sort of banking on either 2 but Liverpool, eh? Either 2 but Liverpool. Even City would still be better than Liverpool at the end of the day. I'll get to relegation Serie A in a second, Mattia. So yeah, anyway, back to the hedge, the top end of the table before we move on to El Clasico. No, all good, G. You pray Arsenal wins. I think we're all secretly hoping for Arsenal to do it. It would be nice if they don't bottle it. So here we go at the top. Man City with the game in hand, 74 apiece for Arsenal and Liverpool. Goal difference-wise, Arsenal should hold the flag. Sorry, not Arsenal. Liverpool should hold the flag in the head-to-head there. Although 6 goals is not too much to be able to make up at this point still at the season. Tough still to pick. I think logic still tells us that Man City, there's a game in hand this week for all 3 sides coming up. Actually, I think I got that on the slides here rather than having to share it. Yep, so here's your game in hand. The other coming up midweek. Arsenal they've probably got the toughest fixture of the lot, although you could probably argue that the Merseyside derby holds more stature at the moment than a Chelsea side who just look demotivated on all platforms and will now look even worse because they just got dumped out of the FA Cup, which was their last chance of anything this season. So Chelsea virtually have nothing to play for. Their season is over the same way Manchester United season. They were both meant to pack up their shit and join each other on the shame train and out of town, go on vacation, go on social media, post your photos and your inspirational quotes and get your dopamine release because you're a modern day athlete. You don't have to actually worry about your performance at work anymore, unfortunately. So that's just the way it is. It's very, very sad. The Inter fans are coming through. The Milan fans are coming through. I see you boys. I'm coming straight for you in a second. Got 75 people, which is really nice. I've got a fair few on YouTube now, a lot of them on Twitter. Thank you very much to everybody. If you're tuning in, I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Keep watching. So Arsenal's going to beat Chelsea. Arsenal's going to beat Chelsea. And you know what? Then you can start sort of believing that it's possible. Then you can sort of start believing that with 4 games left, you can't put them out of the equation. Can't put them out of the equation. Then it's a slugfest. It's a slugfest after that if they can beat Chelsea because they've got Tottenham the week after that. So they'll gear up knowing that the North London derby is their chance to either win the trophy by winning that game and going full steam ahead after that, or basically bottle it. 2 birds, 1 stone. Speaking of derby coming up tomorrow, getting to that in a sec. Liverpool have Everton. Liverpool have Everton in the Merseyside derby and City away to Brighton. So City, I think, is your lock for 3 points there. Brighton with nothing to play for. Arsenal should be able to get past Chelsea, who I'm not too sure are chasing European football like people are chasing accolades or survival. You know, I don't think that club is chasing a Conference League / Europa League spot. Italy and Germany coefficient-wise locked up. Pardon me, the 5th place for the Champions League next season. So it's a dark day for English football. You know, the Premier League, the best thing since sliced bread, ironically, which makes up 50% of their diet. Your league is not the league. The league is nothing special. The league is nothing special. It's just as poor as every other league. It has its moments, just like every other league. It's marketed better than any other league. It's digitally platformed. Its media is superior to any other league. You know, El Clasico this morning didn't even have gold line technology. I'll let that sink in for anyone that didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't make that up. I did not make that up. I didn't believe it myself until I cross-referenced it either. So yeah, let's see what happens. I think we'll lock 3 points in for all sides though. 3 points in and moving on to match day 34 after that, which we'll hope to cover here. This game was awesome. He's awesome. He's the best player in the world. I love him. I'll probably get so sad for the English. I'll probably get another Madrid jersey with his name on the back. He's just the best. He's the best. He's the anti-football, the anti-modern football. Jude Bellingham is nothing but class, nothing but pure class, world-class footballer, superstar, clutch, amazing, the best, good on him. Have you ever seen, let's just really take a second to acknowledge it. That's the biggest club in football history. That's the heaviest badge in football history. He has made it look piss easy. Where others have gone and failed miserably, where others have gone and stuttered, steered, crawled to even a semi-level of success, this guy has shot it out of his ass. It's been absolutely incredible. Fuck Barca. No way. No way. We are never sad for those guys. Jude Bellingham, the way he won that at the end, it was scripted, bro. It was scripted. I told all of my closest friends who don't watch football, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Jude Bellingham is going to produce a clutch moment, and that's how El Clasico is going to go down. What a footballer. I hope they win the Champions League. I hope they win the Champions League. I really do. That's La Liga one, by the way, because that was like the real point of doing this part of the video is to say that, you know, we've got another domestic league wrapped up. Germany last week, France whenever. Germany last week, and we've got the Spanish La Liga wrapped up, not mathematically this week, but it is this comment, bro. This is very true for me as well. But that's all done because of Jude Bellingham. Because of Jude Bellingham and Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo and Valverde and Eder Militao and Rudiger They didn't even register a proper number 9 for their season. Joselu has become a center forward masquerading as a goal scorer / striker, but they don't have a number 9. And look at the number 9 they were trying to replace. Karim Benzema. It's just become a joke at this point. An absolute joke. And they know it too. They know it. La Liga, done. Done. Very close to a treble this season. I mean, obviously, they were out of the Copa earlier than they would have liked, but, you know, it was a borderline treble in the making for Madrid, who still don't clock as many trebles as you would have thought. Barcelona, on the other hand, see, this is the gauntlet that is late April. The gauntlet that is late April. You can have an early end to your season if you're a big club. If end of April, it can all come crashing down in the blink of an eye if you're in multi-comps. And Barcelona are out of the Champions League, and they are now out of La Liga. It is a 0 trophy season for Barca. Xavi leaves with nothing, niente, in his last season. He leaves with nothing. I am so sad for Xavi. So sad. Here is your La Liga table. I'm not going to talk about the relegation side of things because while I'm following it, I can't really hold much of a conversation or talk about the expectations or anything to do with the likes of Cadiz. Who else is in the zone? Almeria. I know Mallorca's very close, so I'll leave that. But the good season continues for Girona after another win, 68 competition points. I don't know if that's a record for their club. Someone can cross-reference that if they like, but I think it feels like it feels like a record for their club, a club record for their club, competition points-wise. Atletico Madrid, another disappointing performance from them, losing this weekend. Yes, I know Girona's Man City B. Oh, they're the worst, Alan. They're the worst. Thanks for coming through on Twitter, bro. Appreciate it. We've got 75 still with us right now as we're about to close out La Liga and talk a little bit about Serie A to finish off. It's been a really good show. We've been going for about 35 minutes. Betis B, Valencia this weekend as well. I think there's a dog that's out running around the street. I love this comment, bro. Oh, man, I wish I could print it and put it behind me in font. And, yeah, Madrid just wrapping it up. Dub. And that's all she wrote for another La Liga season. They'll go to the semi-finals now, knowing that they can basically play the reserves in La Liga with 18 competition points left. It's done. It's sealed. The German title is done. The Spanish title is done. I haven't really paid attention to the French league at all. Let's go for the table. I'm not even going to share it. PSG smacked Lyon today, as I thought that they would. And they're up by 11 points as well. But they only have 18 teams in the competition, so they've got 34 games. So there's 5 games left. PSG are 1 win away, about 4 points away from being champions in France. Here are your results from Serie A over the weekend. And sorry, that's not the comment that I was meant to put up for this one here. Big up yourself. I still see you guys winning the derby tomorrow, especially with rumors of Pioli possibly starting Leao up top and Musa at right wing. If that's the case, we should have your number, bro, because that's not going to end well for you playing against our defense, in my opinion. Here are your results from the weekend. As an Inter fan, it's actually quite comical. I think Mattia said this to me as well, that it's gotten to the point with Juve's season where, like, I just check the score and I go about my morning. I used to wake up and go, oh my God, what's the score? I got to check this. Oh my God, they're not winning. Let me call Bet365 and get $10 on Juve so they can pay for my gas bill or pay for my food for the day because I know they're going to score. I just wake up, check the score, go, bop. Still 6 minutes left. Just threw it away. And I think being irrelevant is the biggest sort of insult to your rivals, and that's what they are at the moment. It's really, really bad. Monza-Atalanta was supposed to be a very interesting match, and I really wanted to watch it, but obviously, sleep in Australia. They almost gave away the 3 points again if Maldini's shot didn't hit the post at the very end. If you're patient with me, man, I'll actually watch the highlights right now. I will talk over it. Oh, got that in just in time, muted it just in time. Hopefully that sound didn't trademark anything. Um, so they actually did. Lookman over the bar. It's good because it sort of keeps the pressure on Juve, doesn't it? It keeps the pressure on Juve big time. '35th minute. Close. Here you go, Atalanta on the break. Is that? Oh, close. Good ball. Corner comes in. I was thinking about putting money on Scamacca, actually. And headed goal. Who's that? Who's number 17? I forget numbers. Is that? Oh, CDK. It's Catalana. It's the Catalana. It's Charles the Catalana. No way. Again, he's having a good season. I reckon they'll make him permanent. Should cost them less than 20 mil. Might have cost them 18, 19. Cash money. Here's Lookman on the 50th minute, taking on Izor. Shot is saved. Good save. Had to be good. Di Gregorio there. Lookman. He's going to. Oh, great pass. Oh, that's a good goal. That is a good goal. Good pass. I know Balotore. Well done there. So it was 2-0, 89th minute. Motherfucker. Good run. Oh, that's a good hit. That is a hit. What a hit from Maldini. Oh, Daniele, take a bow, son. Take a bow, son. 95th minute. Monza with the rock driving in. Maldini! Far! Almost completely thrown away. Almost completely thrown away from Ladea. They don't want one, Mattia. Even I thought to myself, Napoli will turn up. They'll turn up against Empoli because Italy's secured the 5th spot. We've secured the 5th spot. So really, had they won, they'd be on 52 points. They'd only be one win away from the Champions League. Why are they playing like they've got absolute fuck all to play for? It's a really embarrassing title defense. Really embarrassing. It's almost to the level of what their history is, man. It's so mediocre. You know, Inter had a bad title defense by our standards, and we lost the league 3 match days prematurely, and it went down to the last 90 minutes. Milan had a rubbish title defense, and they still made top 4 in Champions League. You know, there wasn't a good title defense from Milan. It was awful, but this is something else. This is something else. Anyway, the other results from the weekend, because I was heavily invested in some of the relegation games. There's 80 people here right now, which is actually awesome. Lazio under Igor Tudor continue to do their thing on their little resurgence. They popped Genoa by a goal. Let's just keep looking at the table back and forth. The result shouldn't mean too much for Genoa. 39 competition points, being 11 clear of the relegation zone. Frosinone definitely aren't going to make up those numbers. So, yeah, they're safe anyway. Genoa can clock out for this season. That's not really a problem. Cagliari and Juventus. Cagliari now with 5 competition points in 3 games, which is actually decent by relegation form standards. It's even more decent when you consider the fact that it came with 3 points against Atalanta, 1 point against Inter, 1 point against Juventus. Great work from Ranieri. Typical Ranieri, Tinkerman stuff. Love it. Absolutely love it. I don't like them as a club, but it's for different reasons than this season. And I sort of want Ranieri to keep him up. What else we got? Oh, Verona Udinese, last minute goal worth 3 points in gold. Verona up. 28 points to 31. What a huge jump for them this weekend. Huge jump. Udinese in the mud. They've still got to go and play that game against Roma. It's going to look really hard for Udinese going forward, and pay attention on this channel. We'll keep talking about fixtures. in Serie A coming up and going forward. But Udinese, could they be the latest biggest scalp to go down from Serie A? We've seen some big clubs go down. We've seen Genoa go down and come back up. We've seen Cagliari come down and go back up. We've seen Sampdoria go down. We've seen Parma go down. You know, who's next? Is Sassuolo and Udinese going to be relegated? Wouldn't it be absolutely something? Salernitana are already out. They're the only club etched in the relegation. I think they lost 2-0 to Fiorentina anyway this season, who just might still think they've got the slightest chance at a Champions League spot, although I do think 8 points is way too much, especially since Roma have that game in hand. Even for Napoli now it's done. You can really just put it down to, and you know what? 12 points in the last 15 for Lazio. They've really quietly just inserted themselves back in this race. I didn't even realize that they were back in it to this extent. I really did not realize they were back in it to this extent. It would be nice. I can't fucking believe Lazio. They were gone for all money. 9th place and all, bro. 9th place and all. This is why I love Serie A. I absolutely love Serie A. It can come around and hit you in the ass with the same door that you thought that you would. Oh, man. Serie A. How good. Torino Frosinone with the board draw. Any points are good points for Frosinone at the moment. So I guess they will consider it 1 point gain. That means that they just stay lock and lock with Udinese. Big fixtures coming up for these clubs. I can't wait to pay attention to them. Monza Atalanta, we just saw. Atalanta, I think if you were to really break it down now, Roma are your favourites to get that 5th spot, but Atalanta are the only club that should bother them for it. Bologna, I see going into every game hell for leather. You've never seen this club close to the Champions League. Actually, we have to look that up. Bologna in European football. I know that they were only in the European Cup once. No, not in the group stage. 1964-65 preliminary round. I think they lose. Oh, they lose on away goals. Oh, Inter won it that season. Sorry. We beat Pitt. That's right. Sorry, anyone who's in the inside know for Inter Worldwide just needs to see how we cross-reference this today. So as we're looking for the last time Bologna were in the Champions League, I just forget that the club that won the Champions League that season was a certain... Look who they beat in the final. Oh, the merry-go-round of karma goes round. We've got 90 people with us right now. Subscribe to the channel, Football Worldwide YouTube. Please, I would really appreciate it. 90 people is a lot more than I thought that we'd get. So thank you if that's a legitimate crowd. That was the last time Bologna was in the Champions League. They were out well before that tree. And they've also just made the UEFA Cup a few times. So what an achievement it's going to be for Bologna. Benfica. What an achievement it's going to be for Bologna to be able to make the Champions League. They're not going to give up that spot, and Juve's not going to give up that spot in this position. They've done more than enough, even though they do only have 12 competition points in the last 36, which is absolutely awful. I think if you go by form, they're sitting somewhere around here. Somewhere around there. Yeah, I know, bro. It's like, I don't even know when it's going to stop. Like, I could tell you today, Mattia, stop with the Benfica shit. I'm not in control of that. It just keeps coming around. I'm not asking for it. It's like deliveries, bro. Or like Jehovah's Witness knocking at my door. Like, it just keeps coming around. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I think Roma gets that spot. Other fixture-wise, we've got Roma-Bologna tomorrow, which is obviously going to be the cliffhanger. But then we're going to upstage it with the Milan derby. Although, like, I guess you could say in the grand scheme of things, the Roma-Bologna game is the bigger game statistically and the more important game, campionato-wise, Clasico-wise. But at the end of the day, the Milan derby is the Milan derby, and that's about it. What Prem team would you compare Inter to in terms of worldwide fan base popularity? But to be honest, even though I hate Liverpool, I've always considered us like the way what the clubs sort of try to stand for. But at the same time, that message is bullshit because it gets lost in translation with the messengers, the same way religious word does with its adherents. The messengers are the fans. There are no fans like Inter in England, in my opinion. We are our own fans. Fan base wise, I can't say it wise. Popularity wise, I think I consider us the third most popular club in Italy. We discussed this on the last stream. So who's the third most popular club in England? You know, I dare say maybe Arsenal, but at the same time, I don't want to open that can of worms and that Inter-Arsenal debate that went on Twitter because I believe Inter is a bigger club than Arsenal. Historical-wise, statistically speaking, trophy-wise, fans-wise, we are bigger than Arsenal. We always will be. Internazionale doesn't hold a candle to a club from North London. Sorry. Sorry, other way around. A club from North London does not hold a candle to Internazionale. Definitely not. It's going to be huge, yo. If I can take a few minutes just for my real people in here, my members. Tomorrow, 5:45 a.m., I'll be up before that. I'll set my alarm. I'll make sure the mentality's right. I'll make sure we're ready for everything. I'll make sure I'm ready to react for, I saw him. It's funny, it didn't even look like him, man. Looked like an artificial intelligence version of him. Guy is shameless, eh? Absolutely shameless. Share this video around, man. We've got 92 people. If this gets to 100, like, that's strange. I'm going to have to look into the analytics here or get someone to. It's really, I saw the fans speaking to the players. No one has ever been able to win a Scudetto against one another on their ground before in Milan. And this is going to be historical. So I'll be ready for it. I'll be ready to react with a loss, very upset, very disappointed, but okay, knowing that this Inter team will bounce back and win the next game and we will be crowned champions. I really hope that's not it. I'm ready for a draw in a sense that I'm ready to celebrate shamelessly on camera, calling us the champions of Italy and having a drink and celebrating and popping bottles and saying plus 14 with 15 points left when Milan travel to Turin next week and we are at home to Torino. Guys, there's another reason to celebrate. We've just dragged Juventus into the equation. They now need to take the field knowing that they either need to roll over and die, which shouldn't be hard for them to do because they're shit, or they need to get something from Milan and hand us the title. Come on. Come on. This isn't a dream. It's a wet dream. Come on. Come on. I didn't even do that on purpose. I know that's a vulgar last sentence, but I don't care. Come on. If I handed you this scenario, get out of here. No. Where is this? Why am I late to the party? Or did it finish at one of those awkward times where I was walking around this morning? I'm going to watch that as soon as I finish up here, cuz. As soon as I finish up here. Mark my words. If we don't win this game and it's a draw, let's drag Juve into this equation. Let's drag him in a little bit. But if we win, that's right. Into worldwide settings for the last few minutes of this stream. If we win, it's going to be a huge 4 or 5 days for us all. And I'm going to celebrate it. I'm going to celebrate it in the most amazing way. I don't know what you're laughing at. It's probably got something to do with me, like being so shamelessly secretly wanting to drag Juve into the equation. Like, I won't be upset at a draw at all. I will literally be like, I will be so glass half full with a draw. I'll be like, bro, this is like a slow release poison. This is really bad. Like, this is awesome. It's like, it's sadistic. It's like, let's drag them all in. Plus 14 with 15 points attainable. I don't care, bro. I want to see them suffer, step on the neck. Juventus don't want to take the pitch again in Serie A, and we're going to give them a reason. We're going to give them the worst reason possible to kick a fucking footy. We're going to give Juventus the worst reason possible to play a game of football. best believe I will be so shameless if we draw this derby coming up to our next game, which I think is against Torino at home, which we will win by 3 goals. No, we don't do false idols, bro. But thank you so much. I love you. I hope we win. Yeah, I'm ready to. I'm ready to. Don't worry. I'm ready to. We will mathematically clinch the Scudetto. Yeah, bro. We will mathematically be champions of Italy against AC Milan while it's an AC Milan home game. You guys see, that's the thing. You guys haven't seen me be full shameless yet, and it's coming, bro. It's coming. We need to think of creative ways, man. Creative ways. What is my opinion on the latest leak into jersey? This sort of stuff I got to talk about after this week. At the moment, my head is just fixated on do not lose tomorrow. Do not lose tomorrow. Do not lose. Probably have to pocket some cash if we lose tomorrow, because I'm pretty sure Milan, even for being at home, they're paying like over $4, which is absolutely a joke. But I get why. It's our year. They suck. We don't. They suck to an extent. It's going to be awesome. We're very close. It's 10:45 in the morning here, so we're about 18 hours away from being completely shameless. Even with a draw, completely shameless. I only have 5 more days of holidays. If we draw, I'm going to enjoy it with everything. Everything. If we do win, oh man. If we do win, obviously the content will be on all day, every day. And I'm sure that we'll get people on the channel as well to celebrate with us. All right, that's going to be it for me. It's been another very enjoyable stream. I'm really starting to enjoy these ones, these dual stream ones. I think that they'll actually be back for a while. Thank you to everybody that came through. Yes, I always have that prepared for anything, but I also have that prepared for this situation. Oh, yeah, that's definitely happening. That's definitely happening. We have 18. Bro, anything they say at the morning just really sounds like that sort of stuff. You know, when you're in high school and you were sort of like making fun of someone and they try to butt back, and then you just like cut them off and you just build like that. That's the way I feel with them at the moment. So let them talk about whatever they can talk about. 12 competition points in 36 games is relegation level form. They can hold that. They haven't sorted out their manager situation. They need open heart surgery on their squad next season. It's peak for them at the moment. And if we need to drag them back into the Serie A calendar to do something next week, so be it. Guys, thank you very much. It was a very enjoyable stream. My name is Anthony. Please subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you very soon. Ciao.